Welcome to a full week of workouts training for the US 10K Cross Country Championships. I'll show my highest intensity running workouts, but I'll also show all the other elements that are vital to my training, like cross-training workouts on the bike and elliptical, and heavy lifting sessions, and exercises in core to absolutely optimize my fitness. And as usual, I'll be realistic and show the highs and lows of everything. So, let's go. I decided to start the week on a Friday, my channel, my rules. So anyways, this week is starting out with an 8-mile easy. The sky is out! And not just the sky, but the sun! Yes! I'm running with Randy today, so I'm just gonna go meet up with him now. It's Randy! Good morning!
Oh,
we're running.
What a beautiful day!
I know, I can see the sky! I forgot it existed!
I know! There's no rain. Oh, Seattle is the most beautiful place on earth.
Except the last entire week where I fell into a dark depression along with Georgie who wouldn't leave the house.
This is more of the story. Big details.
Look at that person out there, George. She is pretty damn hot, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I agree.
Stop looking at her ass, dude.
After the run, Georgie joined me for some hill strides, and honestly, he is a dirty player. He's very competitive and always cutting me off.
Come on, George, take her down now, boy.
But I managed to come out ahead, which was a huge win for me.
And they're off. Georgie's swinging back and forth, swinging. It's a close race. Who's it gonna be?
Sometimes in the 20-second hills, Georgie can hang, but honestly, I've got his number for the 30-seconders. After my strides, I did a mountain legs strength routine, which is just reverse lunges and step-ups with low weight and high reps. Then I went to the track and filmed Spencer's workout. I didn't wear pants, but he absolutely crushed the workout despite my lack of preparation. At the gym, and someone took my elliptical. Now I'm gonna have to use an identical one that's 7 feet away. Ugh, my day's ruined. Done. Kaput. After a traumatic start, my elliptical double ended up being pretty good. I do a lot of my doubles on the elliptical or the bike just to reduce impact from running, and even though it's not as fun, it definitely helps me avoid injuries. In the sauna for a bit of heat training to finish off the day. It's so innocuous because at first it feels super comfortable and nice, and then you get 10 minutes in and all of a sudden you're dripping and you hate everything, and then you have to stay in for another 10 minutes and it's like 1,000 degrees. But it feels really good. Like, it's addicting in a weird way because it actively feels like I'm getting better at tolerating it, which is going to be so useful. Heat training has been a great addition to my overall training just because it's something extra I can do to make progress towards my goals. Going on a run! Fudge, right there.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about the run. Because if there is too many rain and puddles out there, my shoes might get wet.
Georgie's already yawning.
What up?
Saturdays are my long run day, which lately have just been an easy effort that's more about time on feet than hitting a certain pace. At this point in the video, you're probably wondering, Allie, how are there so many cool shots? Well, I've been using the Insta360 X3, which is an amazing 360 camera that's super lightweight and easy to run with, while also allowing you to get a variety of really cool shots that I wouldn't get on any other camera. It makes it easy for me to film myself for an entire week of workouts and also to film my roommate without even entering his room.
She's not even in my room, she's recording me! Get this camera out of my face!
And since it's always filming in 360 degrees, you can shift the focus to whatever you want to look at from the camera when you're in the editing studio. And they have a really awesome, easy to use editing studio where you can choose a key moment and then exactly the sort of focus that you want on that moment. And then you can also choose to deep track an object. If, say, I'm biking and I just want the camera to focus on me, I can just track myself and then it'll keep me in the center of the frame no matter how I move or how I move the camera. So it's a really awesome feature. Videos are easy to export. If you prefer to edit on your phone, Insta360 Insta360 also has an easy to use app where you can modify your videos and quickly export them. And also, if you don't want to do too much work, they have AI features that can auto-generate videos. With the extendable selfie stick, it's easy to get shots that look like they're drone footage, even though it's still the Insta360. If you'd like to try Insta360, they're having their holiday sale right now, so you can save 10% off the X3 and get free accessories and t-shirts with your purchase. Just go to the link in my description and check it out. This run was a lot of fun, even though it was rainy. It's always great when I get to run with other people, especially Spence and Will. Just great times out there. Right now, as I said, my long runs are pretty easy. I'm not doing them super hard. Eventually, I'm going to have more of a structured long run and integrate a workout, some threshold, more higher intensity work into the long run. But right now, since I'm in the base phase and still building up, I have been keeping them easy to reduce injury risk and also just to make sure that I'm not peaking too soon or building intensity too quickly. So they've been easy and I've been enjoying it, even though I definitely am hankering for a little bit higher intensity training. I always love a good easy long run. A little wet out there. This is just the usual post-run drama. If it's raining, you know that I'm gonna have to complain. Then later that day, I went and did a lift, which I started out with some warm-up exercises like lunges and squats and some core activation, which do not underestimate this exercise. Very good for the core. And I just did these to make sure that I was moving well and my whole body was ready for heavy lifting. My first exercise of the day was reverse lunges, which is one of my favorite running specific moves. And I actually got a PR today, which is why I was happily patting the barbell. My lifting right now is focused on both maximum strength and explosiveness, which is why I'm doing a lot of 5x5s because those are great for building strength. But then I also have some sets of 10s that are more explosive movements like kettlebell swings or ball slams because explosivity is great for speed. On Sunday morning, I went and filmed Spencer racing a 5K in a Santa suit, so definitely check out that video. But it ended up actually being a really nice day, so I took Georgie out on a walk, during which I ran into Spencer and Will doing their long run, so handed Georgie off, and he ended up running a 6:30 mile, which is so fast for those little legs. And later that day, I did my own training. To the gym I go. On Sunday, I do a cross-training workout, which I usually do on the elliptical because I feel like that just converts to running better. But these workouts are usually a threshold effort and they're really, really hard. Like, listen to how hard I am breathing. So these workouts are a big component of my training and I take them just as seriously as running workouts. I procrastinated so hard for that, but I feel so much relief now that I'm done. It's a little bit late in the day. It's like 3, so it's gonna be a short turnaround for this double, but you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. So it's 2 hours later, I'm on the bike. It's just an easy 30-minute double. I'm just gonna call my dad, catch up with him, and do a little spinning. Sometimes days where I have a double cross-training day are difficult to get through mentally, but having a few hacks like a TV show to watch or parents or siblings or friends to call definitely helps me get through these, and I'm very thankful to all the people that I have abused for cross-training entertainment. After that cross-training, I did an ultra legs routine, which I'll link a video to here, and then I also did more hanging core similar to the routine I do on Tuesday, which I'll show later in the video. Mondays are a very relaxed day, which I really try to embrace and enjoy rather than getting stressed about losing fitness. Mondays are kind of my reset day. I just go really easy. Sometimes I take it completely off, and it's basically just whatever I need to feel ready for the week of training. So today, I'm just spinning easy and watch some Gilmore Girls. It'll be great. With my history of an eating disorder and exercise addiction, taking days easy can be really difficult, but it's something I'm trying to work on.
We're trying to learn a TikTok dance, and it is going to be quite an adventure. Full-on workout for sure.
Monday is also one of the 2 days a week I do heat training, which has a ton of benefits that I'll explain right now. It's been shown to improve blood plasma volume, hemoglobin, even VO2 max and lactate threshold. I'm gonna be in here for 20 minutes, and by the end, I will be profusely sweating. 10 minutes in, the dripping has officially begun. All right, done with the sauna, solid day. For every run, I do my activation exercises, which help get me warmed up and also correct any imbalances that I may have. And I don't show these every time during the week, but just assume that I am doing these. Anyways, today was an 8-mile easy run, which you've seen before, so I'll just speed right through this, you know. Woodland Park, the bathroom, Green Lake, the dirt track. Okay. Tuesday is one of the 2 days a week that I do hill strides, which I really like. One, because I only run 4 days a week, so I like to feel like I'm doing a little something more than just an easy run on the days that I run.
I look cool running in the rain.
Yeah.
And 2, because it's the day before a workout day and it makes me feel sharp going into the workout. Afterwards, I do my mountain legs routine again, and then I also do hanging core. The last little bit of training for the morning is hanging core, and I always, at this point, pretty tired, you know, the hill strides plus those exercises get me. And so I'm always like, well, maybe I'll just do it later. But I never want to do it later either. So I'm always like, okay, I'll just do the first set of pull-ups. And then after I get that done, the rest just kind of happens, you know? That's one thing I find with training is you just have to start the ball rolling. Like you have to get a little bit of inertia. And then once you do that, the rest of it gets so much easier. So that's my tip, is just start. Just tell yourself you just have to start and then just see how much more you can muster up. Later that day, I did my double on the elliptical. As I said, Tuesday is kind of identical to Friday, so that's what you're seeing here, but it's just another easy elliptical, although I will say that it never feels easy because I try to keep my heart rate in the 140s, and that requires quite a bit of effort. On Wednesday, I did a high-intensity VO2 max workout, and I actually vlogged this entire day and posted a day in the life, so go watch that video if you want to know all about what this day entailed. Wednesdays are definitely my hardest day of the week. I woke up so tired and so sore from my lift and workout yesterday. It's past noon and I haven't even done my first workout today, but you know, sometimes you just gotta have a relaxed morning, and those are the laws of life. So I'm gonna start working out soon though. Oh yeah. I just feel so dead today. It's one of those days where I don't really want to do it, but it's just like having to cross train so often. It's not nearly as fun as running. And so like sometimes, you know, it just gets me. It just gets me. This day was a struggle, so I felt the need to show my sweat puddle and beg for affirmation here, but at the end of the day, I got it done, so that was good. Some days it just feels impossible. But it wasn't impossible, I just felt like it was. So that's, you know, a good reminder. Later that day, my attitude had not improved, so I grumped myself over to the bike and I grumped myself right onto it, and then I grumped through the very beginning of that bike ride and was just a grumpy McGee if you've ever seen one in your life. But I'm all about authenticity and showing the truth behind my training and my lifestyle and everything else, and I just want to say that I have really off days too, and this day, I didn't want to be a professional athlete, but I knew that it was very important to my goals that I went through with all of my training and did that, because in the long term, it is definitely what I want. And now looking back on this video, I'm so happy that I did. So that wasn't the most positive note to end on, with me having a grumpy, tough day of training, but it happens to all of us and I still got through it. And those are the moments when you really have to rely on your discipline over motivation, which I don't do super often, but it does happen. So yeah, I really appreciate you watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. It helps me so much and I would really appreciate it. Anyways, that's all for now, folks.